Welcome back. 26 Shirts back in studio with a new design benefiting Tommy Parsamizu. You may recall he announced the Bills' first-round draft this past week. What a cool opportunity, Del. Thank you so much for being here, as always. And it just so happens it was a coincidence that he's the beneficiary this week. Talk to us about how that all kind of timed out.
Yeah, so we have a wait list for these campaigns that we launch, and it's several months long. And so Tommy has been, waiting for his opportunity for his campaign. And then a couple weeks ago, I saw that he was announcing the pick, and I was like, holy cow. And then it just worked out so perfectly that, 4 days later or whatever it is, here we are launching a shirt to support him as well.
And I know we often, don't know the candidates. Their friends and their family do, but when you come on, we don't really hear a lot about them. We know a lot about Tommy, but for those who don't, talk to us about his story.
Yeah, Tommy has a condition called Duchenne's muscular dystrophy. It is my understanding is it's a degenerative disease of the muscles. As you see, he was in the wheelchair going up to announce the pick and everything. My family, we actually have a family friend whose son deals with the same condition. It's tough. It's tough, and a lot of accommodations need to be made to home and vehicles and the like. So, having a little bit of familiarity with this condition, I'm excited for 26 Shirts to be able to help.
And so talk to us about this week's design, Del.
Yeah, I don't know if this is about the stadium or the draft or what, but it just felt right this week. We were playing around with a couple of different concepts, and probably more the draft, because you see, just how the team has been putting the roster together for 2025, and we are hoping they're built to win.
Yeah, absolutely. I think
this season. So.
Yeah, I think that slogan kind of speaks for itself, regardless of what you're talking about, even if it is the stadium or whatever. I know you met an NFL Hall of Famer earlier this week.
Yeah, that was
Peyton Manning in town. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, it was very mind-blowing, for me to be asked to be a part of a skit that was filmed that'll show later this year. Myself, John Lang, Bill's Elvis, the chefs. A couple other, Kenny, Pinto Ron, we were all part of it. Just a really unique opportunity. I'm a couple years older than Peyton Manning, but I still kind of geeked out like one of those football heroes moments, and it was really cool. He's a really nice guy, down to earth. You would never know that he was a Hall of Fame Super Bowl winning quarterback who, I think I was saying this before we went live. For a long time when the Bills were in the drought, as a Bills fan, he was all I had to go up against the Patriots. So, it was a really cool opportunity to meet him.
And the premise is kind of like he gets kidnapped by the Bills Mafia. Is that what that looks like?
Yeah, I don't want to spoil it too much.
I
mean, people saw what they saw on social media and stuff already, but it was actually pretty funny.
So how do people get this shirt?
So right on the front page, 26shirts.com. And even if you look at the shirt, you're like, nah, this shirt's not for me. That's fine. Go over to the website. You can click through right to Tommy's fundraiser, which is true for every shirt we do. Go right through, click the link. It'll take you to his online fundraiser. You can give directly there. They also have a benefit coming up this weekend at Wings, and you'll find out a little bit more information on that link.
Great idea. And we will, of course, also have the link at WIVB.com. Del, thank you for being with us, as always.